to today's graphic design tip of the day. For today's tip, we're going into Adobe Illustrator to learn how to create a fur effect. To get started, we're going to grab our shape tool, our ellipse tool to be specific, and holding down shift, I'm stretching my first circle. Notice that I have a gradient fill. If you need to adjust your gradient tool is on the right hand side here. And if you don't know already, if you click on those little circles at the bottom, you can adjust your colors to whatever you want them to be. Just make sure you're in RGB color mode and not in grayscale. Now once I have my first circle, I'm going to copy and paste it so I have a second one. And once I have both, grab both of those circles and go up to Object, down to Blend, and over to Blend Options. I have mine set to 59 right now. I'm going to click OK. And then Object, Blend, and Make, and it will create that path. Now if you're going to create multiple things today that have this effect, I would make multiples of this right away so you don't have to redo this step over and over again. Once you have that done, we're going to draw the path that you actually want this to go on to. So in my case here, I'm going to draw it right on top of my model. Once you have your line, select both your line as well as the shape just by holding shift and clicking on both. And I'm going to go up to Object, down to Blend one more time, and over to Replace Spine. It's going to create that shape for me. And if I go to Effect and down to Distort and Transform, that's when we're going to be able to create the fur effect. So it's right here, it's called Roughen. If you create more detail on here, you can already see it starting to look like that. You can also increase the size to whatever you want it to be to add as much detail as you want. And finally, just to make sure it fits into my picture, I'm going to select just that first circle, hold down shift to stretch it proportionately, and make it a little bit smaller. You can go through and adjust your path too if you need to, depending on where you're placing this, whether you're making text out of it, putting on a logo or whatnot. I hope you enjoyed today's graphic design tip of the day.